Ryan Flournoy, or maybe could I say Ryan his floor? Boy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. It is Mr. Cowboys fan. Of course, before we proceed into the video, leave a like and subscribe. It is I, Mr. Cowboys fan, where we talk about cowboy things. So today we are going to talk about Ryan Flournoy, the kid out of Southeast Missouri. Now, your first thought when you hear that he's from Southeast Missouri is, of course, well, okay, he didn't really play for one of those known colleges, like big, like comp schools. So you're thinking, oh, he didn't really play very much comp. Well, the fact of the matter is, I believe you can find talent anywhere, no matter what division that they played in, no matter what conference they play. It don't matter. You can find talent anywhere. And I believe in my reaction to us drafting Ryan Flournoy video, I believe I put Michael Gallup replacement. And I'm not just, thinking that just because of the fact that at the Senior Bowl he was wearing number 13, but because when you watch him play and when you look at his film that I watched, of course, from Voch Lombardi, by the way, I'm gonna start, putting granted, like it is the last two, but hey, heck with it. These last two, I'm going to put the link to Voch Lombardi doing a film session breakdown on these guys. So, of course, you know, be alert to look in the description box where I have the link to Voch Lombardi's, film session breakdown of Ryan Flournoy. But before you do that, let me say my final thoughts, of course, on Ryan Flournoy. When you watch him play, and the thing is, Michael Gallup, the funny thing is he ran a 4.5 flat 40, but he was really Dak Prescott's main, like, deep threat, really, like his main big play guy, because the beauty about Michael Gallup is his speed doesn't wow you, but he, for some reason, knows how to stack the corner, and he also knows, even if you are on him, he knows how to high point the ball and just go up and get it. I still remember that touchdown that he caught against Washington in the regular season finale in 2019 when he just, for his final game of the season, of his most productive season of his career, man, he went off in that game. And I remember that play in particular, where he just high pointed the ball in the back corner of the end zone, went up, high pointed it, caught it off the tip of the ball, and then he toe drag swagged the back corner of the end zone. It was a sweet catch. It was a sweet, nice play by MG13. But that's just the kind of guy, the kind of player he is, and that's the kind of player that Ryan Flournoy is. Now, he is a slightly faster Michael Gallup. He runs a 4.44 40, and he will, of course, however, high point the ball. He's around the same height as Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup, I believe, is 6'1", and Ryan Flournoy is he's 6 foot. So he's an inch shorter, but an inch shorter isn't saying a whole bunch. But either way, yeah, you talk about a guy who can stack the box, not stack the box. He can stack the corner up top, on a route. He can high point the ball. He can be very aggressive at the ball, snatches it, very much like Jalen Brooks. Like if you go watch Jalen Brooks, his film session from when he was in college, if you go look even back to his film session, you know, Jalen Brooks would attack the ball. He would attack it. He wouldn't wait for the ball to come to him. Like, let's say, for instance, a curl route. He's not waiting for that ball to come to him. No, he attacks it. He will run through the ball. Excuse what the sounds going on in the background. That's a motorcycle happening literally right outside my house. But either way, Ryan Flournoy will attack the ball, stab it out of the air, and, you can basically just more often than not, like 97, 98% of the time, if the ball touches his hands, he's very reliable on being able to just snag that and, just secure it. And that is all should always be the main priority as a wide receiver. What you do, because I used to play wide receiver when I was in middle school and high school. Your job as a wide receiver when catching the ball, you put your hands up. When I was in middle school, we were taught like the diamond, with your hands. But then when I was in high school, we were then taught the U. And it took me a while to transition to that, but we were taught the U. And basically it allows you to like let that, of course, the tip of the ball, to be able to, it's your hands aren't locked to where it could just like, bounce off your hands or some sort. But yeah, enough of that about that. But you, of course, you snag the ball and you secure it, you put it into your chest before you think about doing anything else. Too many times often than not, we all remember CeeDee Lamb in his first couple of years. He had a problem with the drops at times, and a lot of that was coming from the fact that he would be already having his head turning around, looking upfield, trying to make a play that he sometimes forgets about securing the ball. What you do, you snag the ball, stab it, pull it, put it into your chest, and then, you turn upfield and start going. This guy is a very bit of that. He's very disciplined. Obviously, he could work a little bit on his route running, but, with our coaches, how they've developed CeeDee Lamb, I think that he will. And also under CeeDee Lamb's influence, he will absolutely be able to get better at his route running. I really like this kid. He has really good potential to be our wide receiver 3. Now, I don't know if he will be our wide receiver 3. I still think it's going to be Jalen Tolbert. But, let me know y'all's thoughts, how y'all feel in the comments, but, to close out, I think that Ryan Flournoy he very much has a lot of Michael Gallup in him. Could he become the next Michael Gallup? Maybe, hopefully, not exactly, what happened to Michael Gallup as far as the injuries and never really getting back to full form. I'm rooting for him in Baltimore that he can have a revitalized career. But yeah, that's pretty much it. To all my audience, to all of Cowboys Nation, this is Mr. Cowboys Fan, out.